Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radiant Secondary School, Pakistan Studies class for class 10th, chapter number 6, History of Pakistan, part 2.
Our today's topic is question number 4. Narrate the impact of nationalization on industry, education, and commerce and trade.
Here we will discuss the impact of nationalization. Impact of nationalization means the step Bhutto government has taken of nationalization. What was the result of that impact, that step? Whether they were positive for the country, whether they were negative for the country, whether they are positive for the nation or the negative for the nation. Here we will discuss two type of effects or results of the nationalization. These are the positive and negative also. First we will discuss the impact or the effect of nationalization on industry. As you know students, Bhutto government very first step which they have taken was the nationalization of industry. So here we will discuss the effects of nationalization on industry.
Okay students, let's start with positive impacts of nationalization on industry. Number 1 is exploitation of laborers at that time was ended in 1972. Salaries and benefits increased. Means after this policy, the salaries and the different facilities was given to the laborers at that time. Okay students, second point is industries begin to pay taxes and different duties to the government and increased national income. And this was actually the road to progress for the country as well. Why? Because the mill owners or the factory owners were started to pay the different taxes and different duties to the government.
Strikes were gradually decreased from the labor side. Why the strikes were decreased? Because it was the time when the Bhutto government has also introduced the labor reforms in which they have given the complete security to the labor for their jobs, and the other facilities are also provided to the laborers, so that the owners are showing the better attitudes with the labor, because now this was the time when they are not terminating from their job without any reason. Capitalism. This point is related to the capitalism. Basically, when Zulfikar Ali Bhutto nationalized the industries and financial assets also, this step discouraged the capitalism in the country, because the accumulation of wealth which was accumulated in few hands, it was discouraged badly, and capitalist class also discouraged. Maintain the prices of the industrial goods. It was the time when government has the proper check on the prices of the commodities, because the purpose of the government was the welfare of the public first, and when these units were in the hands of private sector, their main purpose was to increase their income, to increase their profit. They ignore the welfare of the public. So whenever they want to increase the prices, they increased and ignore the interest of the public. After discussing the positive impacts of nationalization on industry, we are going to discuss the negative impact on industry. The very first one was industrial development was slowed down and the government expenditures were increased. Why the industrial development was slowed down? Because of the government control or nationalization of the industries, the private sector was hesitating to invest their capital, because they are having the clear idea in their mind, whenever they will invest and they will establish their unit, the government will nationalize their units, and this was the reason the new industries were not set up during that time. The second disadvantage of this nationalization was the labor union took advantage of this political freedom. They went on strikes, they went for demonstration, and for what purpose? The purpose is to increase their benefits, which affected greatly the performance of the units. Why the laborers were go on the strikes and for demonstration frequently? Because they are having the job security. Now they are not having any fear in their mind. They were terminated from their job because the government has given them security. So frequently they are going for the strikes and for protesting on different issues for their benefits. This is the reason which affect the performance of the factories or the different units badly. This was the point. Political appointments. At that time, political appointments were made. The people which were appointed on politically basis or on the nepotism basis, they were not interested in the affairs of the units or in affairs of the industries or the benefit of the government. They are only having the interest for their own benefits or their own rewards or their own salaries. So this was a big reason for slow down the speed of the slow down the speed of the business at that. Another disadvantage of this nationalization was salaried staff did not show responsibility. Why they are not showing responsibility? The same point, they are receiving the salaries and they are receiving the other benefits, and they are not having any fear, any type of fear in their mind whether they are terminated from their job. So they are making corruption, they are making frauds, and they are making illegal means in different ways, so that this promote the corruption in the country. Low production units increase burden on national treasury. It was a disadvantage of that nationalization step. When in the private sector, whenever any unit which is not giving the profit, the private sector close that unit. But in the government sector, it is not possible for the government to close that unit, because many of the people will lose the jobs in this case. And when they will lose the job, it means there is unemployment in the country increase, and this will make the problem in the country. So that government was facing and government was running these low production units. After discussing the industry, nationalization of industries, we are going to discuss the positive and negative impact of nationalization on education sector. The first positive impact on education was that financial benefits of employees. In 1971, many private institutions of education were nationalized by the government, and the very first step the government has taken was to increase the benefit of the employees of the private sector, because at that time the employees of the private educational institutions were having very low salaries as compared to the government employees. So government equalized their benefit to the government employees and government education institutions. The second positive impact on education sector was special concession in transport fares to the student. Students were given special concessions in transport fares, which encourage the poor students to continue their studies, because most of the students were not continuing their studies because of these extra expenditures. And the other thing, they have given the scholarships, different scholarships to the students. The purpose behind it to facilitate the poor students, they continue their studies to the university level and the college level also. This was the basically main step which was taken by the government for the benefits of the students. The third step was related to the higher education. It means the institutions were upgraded. Many medical, engineering, and professional universities and educational institutions were open in the country. Schools and colleges were upgraded. The middle school was upgraded to the secondary level, and the secondary school was upgraded to higher secondary level, and the higher secondary was upgraded to the degree college, and degree colleges were given the status of universities also. Different training institutions were open in the country. The purpose behind these institutions was to educate or to give the training to the educated people so that they get the employment in different sectors. Allama Iqbal Open University. Allama Iqbal Open University was set up at that time. The purpose behind the setup of this university was to give the education through correspondence, mean through letters and through by postage, and the different different programs of the universities were broadcast on the television and the radio also. Students who are living in remote areas or in far areas where they are not having educational institutions or the transport facilities, so they can get their education through Allama Iqbal Open Universities. And adults education centers were also opened. These were the center basically to give the education to those people who were adults, but they are not having education. So the purpose of these centers was to give them the basic education through these adult centers. Learn question number 4 till positive impact of education. This is your diary, student, for the today's lecture, and remaining question of question number 4 we will do in the next lecture, in which we will discuss negative impacts on education and the positive and negative impact on trade and industry also. Best of luck, students.